So this will be my last episode of 2023, and what a year it's been. I've learned so much again. I feel that the more that I learn, the more that I need to learn, really. I haven't shot as much as I would like to. This year has been so busy with work and family responsibilities, but I hope in the next year that I'll be able to get out and shoot more. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on this adventure, this continuing adventure. I think last I checked, I had 415 subscribers. I can't thank you enough. Every subscriber matters to me. It's maybe because I have so few. If somebody unsubscribes, boy, do I really take that personally, which is quite silly. But, I'm amazed still that I have anybody that watches my channel and enjoys my images. I do this for the love of it, not for, it would be nice to make a little money. Subscribers, if you know anybody who is looking to sponsor an episode or episodes, please let me know. Test. We are starting this morning in a bit of a frantic pace here. I have come to a location that I shot back in October, and my plan was to come and shoot it again here in December. This is the very end of December, just days before New Year's. And I really wanted a contrast of the colors of the mountainside with the absolutely beautiful blue of the ocean in autumn, and then the white mountainside and the blue colors of the ocean in wintertime. Now, I've arrived at my location and the access is closed. It's the back end of a shrine, and the shrine has closed off the access to that location. So, at last minute, here I am improvising, and I think I'm gonna head down to a place that I photographed a couple of years ago called Ebisu and Daikoku Rocks. And I'll link up the episode here up above. If you're interested, please go check it out. But here I am, improvising and coming to shoot this location one more time. I'll show you the footage from that trip back in October in brief. I did get a beautiful shot and had a great time on that shoot. So after you take a look at that footage, I'll bring you back and show you what I captured this morning. Thanks for joining, guys. What started off as an idyllic morning with beautiful light, good weather, and me in a positive and creative mood turned into a day of missed opportunities. I hiked up the mountain in the morning. I went to scout another location in the afternoon and hiked up again before sunset. All right, so here we go. Both times on the mountain left me without a quality image, and it was not for lack of trying. Shiripayama 2 shone 0. Even the Eye of Mordor making an appearance in the sky wasn't clicking for me. The highlight of the day was sharing the sunset in a good conversation with this guy I met celebrating his birthday with a hike. Happy birthday, Yui. So 1 week ago I was here. I came to scout this place. And on the day I thought, given another week, those leaves will be even more beautiful. And I waited that one more week and came back and shot again. And unfortunately, a turn in the weather like this, and it rained for several days in that gap between the first trip and this trip. And a lot of the leaves on that hillside have disappeared. And so I think some of the test images that I took that day, and I thought, I'm just gonna take a couple images, kind of test out what kind of compositions I might do. And I think the shot that I got that day will be better than this one. So I'm going to throw that one up for you to see, and you let me know what you think. So once again, I failed in my attempt at photographing Shuripayama. I'm keeping score. It's now 3-1 with the mountain decisively taking the lead. I will try to hike it again sometime this winter, but for today, I was forced to improvise. The images from this unexpected trip turned out better than I had hoped for, and I was able to turn a failed trip into a beautiful opportunity and some images that I'm truly happy with. So I'm just at the port here, and this is the tetrapods that are covered with snow, and it just creates these really nice pillowy mounds. These reeds popping out of the snow and these pillowy mounds really make for a nice photo opportunity. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. All right, let's take the info off. I always like to take the information off the screen to help me get my compositions just right. So I've got some lovely color, just very subtle, coming through in the clouds here up above. And last time I was here, I shot that peak over there. And I actually have that image hanging on my wall in the entrance of my house. I went for a pano shot with 6 images, stitched together in post, making sure that I overlapped each image by about 1/3. A 2-second timer to reduce shake and blur is a must. Now, in retrospect, I probably should have centered the 2 standing pillars rather than having them off to the right side of the frame. So I'm not entirely happy with the image, but now I know better for next time. I have one more image in me today, but this one I'm setting up for and constantly moving my tripod for is not it. Beautiful light, beautiful location, but unfortunately, yeah, not a beautiful mind. I really worked for this image, but I just couldn't make it happen. In all honesty, I was cold, I had to pee, and I was getting more and more frustrated each time I moved my tripod.
There's lots of footprints, unfortunately.
I have to remind myself that it's all an experiment. And if I don't allow myself the freedom to fail, even publicly, I won't get better. So I'll show you this shot, and then I'll move on to my final image of the day, and that one I absolutely love.
So I was heading back to the car, and I noticed this vine of, it's called Oriental Bittersweet or Asian Bittersweet. And it's this vine that, it tends to be like a strangling kind of vine. It takes over and strangles the plants that it's growing on. But boy, is it beautiful, especially in the wintertime. You got these little orange berries with these yellow husks that they've dried and they're hardened, and they just pop against the beautiful white of the snow, and they stay on the vine the entire winter, I guess until they've been eaten or fall off. But I have lined up here a beautiful composition just in front of the camera here, and you can see it's just a nice sweep, a swooping kind of branch with the snow. This is an embankment here. I'll step back so you can see, but it's really nothing special here. It's just a tangle of branches hanging down on the side of the road. I think what I'll have to do is focus stack. I've never done it before. I've merged images for a high dynamic range, but I've never focus stacked before. Actually, I have one time. I don't have the software for it. I don't use Photoshop, I just use Lightroom. But I think I may have to, because this is worthy. This is a nice image. And I think if I put it on a 16:9, it'll really print out very well. So let's take a look at the image here. And I'm going to show you a couple of things that I don't really like about it that I'm going to try and fix. And then I'll go ahead and do a focus stack. Probably about 7 or 8 images. There's a lot of depth that I am missing by being this close and slightly zoomed in with my 70 to 200 millimeter lens. So let's take a look. Back here, behind the image, or behind the branch, there's a husk right back there, and another one over here, and another one back over there. So I'm going to use this twig here and pry them out. I quite like the simplicity of this image. I like the color and the contrast, and I think it's a bit like a haiku for me. There's a very simple and eloquent little story to be told with this image. There we have it, folks. Thanks for joining me. This has been a wonderful journey in 2023. I've learned so much, experimented and failed, and had some wonderful successes. So I want to thank you for joining me. It's a real pleasure to be able to share my photography with so many people from around the world, and to have people like, subscribe, share, and all of that. It's humbling to have people enjoy my work. So thank you very much. 2024, here we come.